She never called me darling before. To new beginnings, darling, she said, handing me a mug of coffee, as if it were just another dawn, as if we were still whole. That word, darling, pierced my chest like a shard of frost. I forced a grin, habit overriding feeling, lifted my mug, and tapped hers. She drank first. I didn't. I let the coffee touch my lips, then stopped, watching her. Her eyes darted away too fast. An hour later, she was hunched over the bathroom sink, retching, hands clawing at her sides like they could hold her together. I stood there, mute, still, the untouched coffee cooling in my grip, sunlight slicing through the window. It began 4 months back. A name muttered in her sleep. Not mine. I brushed it off at first. Dreams aren't proof. But then her phone grew a new lock. Her work stretched late, and her gaze turned distant, precise, like she was carving me out of her life. People don't just stop loving you. They unravel you, thread by thread. She was meticulous, I'll admit. A new passcode. Perfume only on her way out, never at home. I saw every change. Seeing isn't accusing, though. Not yet. She still brushed her lips against my forehead, still chuckled at my quips. But her laugh lagged, like she was searching for the script. I told myself it was nothing, that couples ebb and flow. But I knew. Nobody starts saying dialing after 9 years unless they are papering over cracks. Cracks that smell like decay. I didn't demand answers. I observed. Quiet lets people trip. I studied her phone habits, waited until she slept, then traced her fingerprint smudges to unlock it. No Face ID. Her mistake. His name was Ethan. No blatant love notes. No explicit photos. Just clipped texts. Wednesday, usual spot. Been too long. Not now. Enough to confirm. The credit card showed 2 charges for a motel. She called it a seminar, even brought home a branded notepad. I gripped that notepad like a blade, flipping it while she sang softly in the laundry room. I ordered a DNA test, not for a child, we have none, but for something concrete, clinical, like her heart had become. I tested her hairbrush against mine, sent it to a lab. I wasn't hunting for a hidden kid, just proof of deeper lies. But no, she wasn't hiding a family. She was hiding an escape. A one-way ticket to Seattle, tucked in her email drafts. Booked, unsent. Leaving next Thursday. Solo. No luggage limit. No farewell. Just absence. The DNA results landed the day before the coffee. I didn't know what I wanted from them anymore. I read them like a verdict. No shocks. Genetically, we were still linked. But her texts, her searches, that ticket, they wrote a story where I was already gone. A story she drafted without me. I printed it all, ticket, texts, motel receipts, a photo I snapped of her laughing with him outside a cafe last Tuesday. I spread them on the dining table while she showered. No shouting, just pushed the papers forward, like saving a sentence. She stepped out, towel-wrapped, and froze. Her eyes stuck on the photo. Her voice broke first, then tears. I raised a hand, and silence settled like dust. She tried to sit. I stayed upright. I know about the flight. Her lips parted. Shut. You didn't drink the coffee, she blurted, absurdly. I switched the mugs. She stiffened. I didn't do anything, she stammered, too fast. I stayed, letting the pause cut deeper. I know, I said, but you thought about it. She crumpled into the chair, hands trembling. I panicked, she whispered. I thought leaving would set you free. I walked to the door, grabbed the bag I'd packed last night, set it beside her. I'm not the one who needs to be free. She looked at me then, truly looked, and saw what I'd become. Not furious, not shattered, just done. She left. No goodbye. Door left ajar. I sat at the table, coffee still untouched beside me. Sunlight shifted. Shadows streaked the floor like wounds. I didn't weep. Felt nothing much. Just the heavy stillness of truth. Betrayal doesn't always roar. It murmurs, smiles, lifts a mug, and says, "Darling." That's when you know the person you loved is already a ghost.